I just hit go live. Don't worry, I know. I take my job seriously.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Bharatanatyam and Ballet class today. If you haven't been with us before, we are a technique-based class. We do usually half an hour Bharatanatyam, half an hour ballet. And if you have any questions or if this is your first time, we highly recommend that you go kind of through our YouTube collection and go to some of the earlier sessions that we've had, because we break things down a little bit more. So with that, I will start with introductions. So my name's Anita. I'm a Bharatanatyam instructor and I use the pronoun she, her.
Hi, I'm Shruti. I'm one of the Bharatanatyam instructor and I also go by she, her.
I'm Anjali. I'm also one of the Bharatanatyam instructors and I use the pronoun she, her.
I'm Kristen. I'm one of the ballet instructors and I use the pronoun she, her.
And I'm Jackie. I'm the other ballet instructor and I also use the pronoun she, her.
All right, so I think we start with Bharatanatyam today?
Yes.
I believe so. Okay. Shruti, if you're the host, I don't know if you're the host, but I'll just wait till I am in the spotlight.
Sorry, I think it's Divya, the host.
I'll just set while we opt.
Okay, Anjali, you are the host.
Sounds good. Okay. So we'll start with Namaskaram. Everybody find a good spot. I'll give 5-10 seconds just to get situated. And while everyone's finding a spot, so Namaskaram is what we do at the beginning and end of class. Again, both hands are going to be in Kataka Mukha, 2 fingers with the thumb, both here at chest level. And again, good distance away from the body. And as Anita mentioned at the beginning of class, just try to follow along. If this is your first time with us, and please revisit our previous videos and we go a little bit more into depth. Okay? Dalangu takadimi takatadigi takadimi takajanu 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 tam. All right, so since we're doing Bharatanatyam first today, use Nade kind of as your warm-up. So find a spot in the corner and again, hands behind the back. Just make sure no fingers peeking out and you want a nice spring with your step and heel to toe, okay? And I will be keeping beat. Balangu takadimi takadadikinatom takadimi takajanu 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 takadimi. All right, one more time, a little bit faster. Just give it a couple seconds to get back. Okay. Alangu takadimi takadadigi takadimi takajanu 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 takadimi. Okay, so we are going to get started with Natadavu today as a review. So past couple weeks, we have actually done 3 parts of Pakkadava, but we're gonna do a little bit more for a warm-up today since we're going first. I will put Shruti in the spotlight here. Okay. So Shruti should be in the spotlight. And we will be doing 7th and 8th today, so that's the last 2. We've learned a set of 8 of these. As a reminder, we'll just run through the actions very quickly. So, yeah, you go to the side, and then you're going to turn your body, and then you're going to go down, and you're going to come back. So it's your full 8 count. Similarly to the left side, your left hand goes down, left foot, you pivot, and you stamp on the other side, yep. And then you come down with your left foot, and now you come up. Since we haven't done this in a couple weeks, we will just do 7th, and we'll just do maybe first and a second speed, depending on how quick we go, and then we will review 8 and do 8. So let's just do 7th. As a reminder, the sholukata for this is, and it may sound familiar, Teiyum tata, teiyum ta, teiyum tata, teiyum ta. All right, might say we haven't done this one for a while, so might ring a bell. All right, so we'll get ready. Dalangu taka dimi taka ta dinginatum teiyum ta ta teiyum ta. Teiyum ta ta teiyum ta. Left teiyum ta ta teiyum ta teiyum ta ta teiyum ta. All right, everybody on video looks great. Just a reminder, since we're doing first speed, sit as much as possible. Really use these beginning steps to really stretch. So Shruti can demonstrate for us once. When we bend to the side, we want to make sure that we're bending more to the side versus bending forward. So you want to kind of keep, you should feel the stretch really at the sides of your waist versus feeling it anywhere in the back or the front, really. Yep. And you're keeping those shoulders back and chin up. All right, one more time and just a little bit faster. Dalangu taka dimi taka ta dinginatum teiyum ta ta teiyum ta teiyum ta ta teiyum ta. Left teiyum ta ta teiyum ta teiyum ta ta teiyum ta. Okay, great. Now taking those same properties, we're going to do the 8th. As a review for the 8th one, instead of going to the side, we bring the hands forward. So the right hand comes down, right leg forward. We bring that right hand back with the left hand, and we join at the top, and we bring that right toe behind. Yep. Then we jump together with both feet in place and kataka mukaha on the side. And then we stamp our left foot, and right foot comes up, right above the knee, as high as you can go, of course. And then we go all the way down into Aramandi, back with the hands, Katakamukaha. Again, this was the most complex one out of the 8 that we learned. So we will go at the slower speed since we have not reviewed this for a few weeks, but use it as a review. And again, if this is your first time with us, just try to follow along as best as possible. And then for the left side, similarly, the left hand and left foot come down. The left hand is the one that's lower. The left hand comes up to join the right, and you put the right toe behind. Yep, jump together, and now you're going to lift your left foot, and then you're going to go all the way down in Muramandi. All right, let's try that, and I will say it pretty slowly. Dalangu taka dimi taka ta dinginatum tei yum ta ta tei yum ta tei yum ta ta tei yum ta. Left tei yum ta ta tei yum ta tei yum ta ta tei yum ta. Awesome. We will try that one more time a little bit faster. If you're able to follow along the first time, that's great. And let this challenge you. So don't be discouraged if you feel like you're falling behind while watching this. All right. Dalangu taka dimi taka ta dinginatum tei yum ta ta tei yum ta tei yum ta ta tei yum ta tei yum ta ta tei yum ta tei yum ta ta tei yum, da. All right, good. I didn't say left in there, and everybody got the left side, so that was great. All right, we're gonna move on to Pakarava, and I believe Anita will be doing Shulukata for us, and Shruti will continue to dance. Correct? Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Anita, I'll let you take it away.
So we're just gonna do the first Pakarava, and to just review your hands for that as we move right and left. So you're going to start ta, te, ta, bring it back in Gataka, de, te, ta, going with Pataka, putting it to Gataka. Then as you go right, you're actually going to bring your left hand into Pataka, up. Then you're going to kind of do a switch and bring your right hand up. Then you're going to now do your left side. So again, that transition going ta, te, ta, again, the same hands except now switched. Pushing through with your right, but moving towards your left. And then pushing through with your left, moving towards your right. And just as a gentle reminder too, the switch from left to right, you just kind of roll over your ankle. So Shruti, if you want to show that just super quick. So yeah, we're doing that. And then ta, te, ta, te, ta, and then she just kind of steps to her left and starts. Awesome. So we're going to do first speed and then kind of go second speed. So, talang kutak dimi takata dingina tom ta, te, ta, de, te, ta, ta, te, ta, de, te, ta. Left, ta, te, ta, de, te, ta, ta, te, ta, de, te, ta. Good job. Just some reminders too. Always, like Anjali mentioned, in your slow speed, take this moment to really kind of sit down, stretch it out. And then also when you're holding your kind of your hands, just make sure that they're stiff. Like you have your shoulders down, right? Your elbows are up, your hands are stiff, and there's some sort of a resistance that you're feeling. Perfect. So we'll pick it up into second speed. Talang kutak dimi takata dingina tom ta, te, ta, de, ta, ta, te, ta, de, ta. Left, ta, te, ta, de, ta, ta, te, ta, de, ta. Good job, guys. All right, did we want to switch over to you, Anjali, for second and third?
Yeah, sure. I will re-spotlight here. All right.
Okay, so second is the same hands on basically the whole time. It's just your direction is changing. So remember, first you're going to go to your right. Look towards your right. Yep, theta, dit, ta. Then go towards your left. Ta, ta, dit, ta. Then you're going to turn, pivot, go towards your front with your right side. Ta, ta. Good. Dit, ta. And then pivot around to your left. Yep. And then do the same ta, ta. Go out on your left. Dit, ta. Come back in. And then you're going to do it on your left side. Awesome. Okay, so we're going to do that in first. Talang kutak dimi takata dingina tom ta, te, ta, de, ta, 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 de, ta. Front, ta, the, the, they, the, da, they, the, the, they, the, left, da, they, the, they, sit, lower, da, they, the, they, the, da, they, the, the, other side, da, they, the, they, the. Okay, good job, guys. We will do that in second speed now. All right, give it a minute to kind of stretch it out, recollect. All right. Talangku takadimi takatadingi na tom ta, they, ta, de, ta, da, they, ta, de, ta, front da, they, ta, de, ta, front da, they, ta, de, ta, side da, they, ta, de, ta, right da, they, ta, de, ta, front da, they, ta, de, ta, front da, they, ta, de, ta. All right, good job, guys. Any questions from anybody? Thumbs up if you're good. Divya, do you have a question?
Yeah, I just didn't know how to switch. So you're going right. If you're doing right side, you're going right, left, and then forward and forward. Is it?
Yeah. Mhm.
Oh, okay. So I messed up everything. Cool. Thanks.
Do you want to do that again with forward and forward?
And then I guess one thing we didn't add, even if you're watching this online too, when you do the left side, the left would then come forward first, then the right. So it'd be to the left, back, right, back, and then left side of the body to the audience first, or front.
Yeah. Got it. Thank you.
Did that transition make sense on how to switch front to front, or do you want to practice that once just so you could get it?
It'd be cool if we could do it one more time.
Yeah, let's just do it one more time in a slow speed, and then we can practice that front to front transition. Okay. Talangku takadimi takatadingi na tom ta, they, ta, de, ta, 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 de, ta, front ta, ta, de, ta, 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 de, ta, left ta, ta, de, ta, 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 de, ta, 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 de, ta, 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 de, ta. Okay. Good. Any other questions? Awesome. Okay, so then we'll do the third one. So this one is the same directionally, but the only difference is that instead of stepping the first time, you're going to take your heel and kind of sweep the floor in a semicircle and then put your foot where the second beat would be. So it's technically one beat when you sweep the floor. And then so that would be the ta sweep. right? They is you put it down, and then they, the, and then, yep. And so that's the like movement.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. Did you want to add something, Anjali?
No, I think you're good. Yeah.
Okay, great. And then your hand, I think this is maybe, I want to make sure that we get the hand movement, right? So if you want to jump in here, Anjali.
Yeah, so we did this kind of last week for almost the first time, but the hands are very similar to this, right? Except the difference is you're holding your hands in dola, which we did dola in our hastas, but you'll just have that here. You don't want it to be like tight fists, just relaxed hands. And it comes from here, it goes all the way up and it goes to the side, then it comes back and it comes here. It's a pretty relaxed movement. So just naturally, don't think about it too much. It's basically to get from here to here, you have to unravel your hand somehow. So let that movement kind of naturally come. If you are having difficulty and want to use some sort of a, I guess, to have some sort of a goal here, by the time you reach the top, you want to have the hand at least, unraveled by the time you come here. So use that if it helps you, but if not, again, you're going from here and you got to get to here, which is just a flat palm in Padaka out to the side, and then it comes back. Similarly, we were just doing this and back and this and back. So we do the same directional movement like Anita just mentioned, and we go to the side and back, and to the side and back. The two components that make this a little bit more difficult is, and maybe one component that makes it the most difficult is just remember, like Anita just mentioned, the foot kind of goes out, it kicks out and it goes to the side, and your hand is just going up. So both aren't going to the side, one is going up and one is kind of kicking in a very small semicircle type of a motion. So it definitely takes practice because the hand and feet might feel a little uncoordinated at first, but maybe we can try a slower speed.
Yeah, I was gonna say, would it maybe make sense to just practice the feet one time and then add in the hands?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. So let's do the feet slow speed, and then we can add in the hands to that. So, talang kutakadimi takata dinginatom ta tei tei ta de tei tei ta ta tei tei ta de tei tei ta. I'm gonna just stop for a moment because I wanted to make sure that so Divya, I noticed a little bit, I think that you're sweeping second, but the sweeping is the first. So Anjali, if you want to demonstrate, so you sweep and then kick, and then so your second one is the placement, and then you go back.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's right. And then sweep to the left again. Yep. And then you just did your left, but now you have to go on your left side. So then you'll start sweep to the left.
Heel down and sweep.
Yeah.
And again, back to center.
Yeah, that looks good. Okay, we'll do that starting from first speed. Dalang kutakadimi takata dinginatom ta tei tei ta de tei tei ta ta tei tei ta de tei tei ta. Now you're going front. Ta tei tei ta de tei tei ta. Turning the other side. Ta tei tei ta de tei tei ta. Okay, how did we feel about that? Good? Okay, perfect. So then when we can try, because we're kind of running close on time, we'll try adding the hands. And I think like Anjali said, this may take some practice to coordinate. We'll do it once.
Yeah, and this might be our practice out for when we're learning different ones. Well, like today we revisited 7th and 8th Nagajava. Similarly, we'll revisit this.
All right. Talang kutakadimi takatadinginatom ta. Pei. Pei. Ta. De. Pei. Pei. Ta. Ta. Pei. Pei. Ta. De. Pei. Pei. Ta. Ta. Pei. Did you skip something, Anjali, or did I just miss it? Maybe
No, I think we're good.
okay.
I think we're
thought-
good. Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know why I got confused for a second. Okay, that was just my fault. Sorry.
No worries. I also was like, maybe I forgot something. Maybe a
I
little
thought maybe this is just clarity for me too, because I know this is a new step for me. You go left and then you go right. Oh, and you did your left side. For whatever reason, I got confused. I thought it wasn't done. So that's my
No,
fault.
I also happened.
Okay. We'll start that again then.
We gotta practice it again. So
Talang kutakadimi takatadinginatom ta. Pei. Pei. Ta. De. Pei. Pei. Ta. 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 Okay.
another note that I was going to mention is when it comes to pivoting for all of these, the second and third do a lot of pivoting. When you're pivoting from this side to this side, again, this is the Arabu. When you're learning this within a dance, you sometimes may go to a diagonal or you may go in a different direction completely. So just try your best. It's not the most common to go from a full right side to this to the left side. So it may feel a little bit, I would say, quick, but just try your best, because if you get this transition from here to be able to pivot to here, you are already more advanced than other things that you'll learn. So it's easiest to, again, learn all of this, and then, angles won't be this difficult if you were, combining this with something else.
Yeah, and I was going to say this is primarily like a movement step. So, I mean, kind of if you're able to pivot like to the side and to the front and stuff, that'll definitely help with any other variation too. So,
All right, I think we are at time though. I don't know if there's anything else you guys want to do before Namaskaram.
no, I think we're good for today.
Okay. We will do Namaskaram and then we'll switch over. So again, this is what we did at the beginning of class. Both hands at Kataka Mukha. We actually used this hasta today in our second set that we did. So we've used, actually, probably in the past couple months, we've used this one of the most. So, okay. Talangu takadimi takatadinginatom takadimi takajanu 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 ta. Okay. Any other questions before we switch over? And if anything comes to mind, we can regroup at the end of class. Okay. We'll move to ballet. Spotlight on Jackie. Okay. All right. Our birthday girl will be in the spotlight.
I wish we could like digitally put like a crown on her or something.
I agree.
Ah,
There
All
must
right,
be
Jackie.
there. There
Choose
must
just your favorite for your birthday.
I'm wondering what we want to prioritize today. I feel like we've introduced a lot of different stuff over the past several weeks without necessarily taking the time to like really hash it out a ton. One thought I had is to kind of go through as much of a bar as we can, adding that susu turn if you're comfortable, with the goal of making sure we get to those grand batmas. But if that's feeling like too much, we can reevaluate as well. So what are you all kind of interested in? The grand battements are those like fast kicks. Like we've been doing the slow kicks, and the grand battements speed them up.
And what was the other option?
I guess the other option, I don't know, what are your thoughts, Jackie?
Well, I was kind of thinking, because I know we've teased the grand battement for a while, and I feel like we have all the building blocks to do it, because it's actually almost an easier version of the battement tendue. So I was thinking we could do plies, do the sous turn or the soutenu, and then we could do like a combination that does tendu, dégagé, battement lent, and then we can spend the rest of the time on grand battement.
All the above.
Good.
I decided you.
We're feeling warm too, so I feel like we don't need a ton of bar exercises to get our bodies ready for that hard, flexible stuff.
Okay, well, why don't we start with plies?
Sounds good.
My camera view has changed yet again. So let me know if you have trouble seeing me. I'm using the wall now. So we'll do our typical plie exercise. Divya, I don't know if you've done it or not. So I'm going to be adding in all the upper body. Feel free to always do it. You can do it with your hands on your hip, which is always helpful. And you don't have to add the space and the arm and the épaulement and everything. And we recommend like grabbing a wall or a chair or something to use as your bar. So the combination is we'll do a preparatory 5, 6, 7, 8, and then we'll do demi 1, 2, 3, 4, demi 5, 6, 7, 8, grand plie 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, tendu to second, the same thing, demi, demi, grand, and then we'll do it in fourth, demi, demi, grand, and then we'll do it in fifth, demi, demi, grand. We'll stay in fifth. We're gonna sous. That's where you're squeezing your legs together, squeezing your ankles together, making sure those ankles are pushing forward, not back. And then you're gonna turn to the other side. And then we'll just tendu and we'll do the left side. One thing I saw too, because I know we spent a lot of time on that soutenu or the sous turn last week, I saw online, so I do it like really squeeze together and switch around. But I know, Kristen, you had talked about sort of like looking at it like step, step, turn kind of. I saw online too, and I had never learned it this way, but I thought it was helpful, is practicing it with your legs, like not in a full fourth position, but like not as closed in a sous. You have that sort of space, and then you can kind of do it. And then you just sort of squeeze your feet in as you close. So I thought that that's an interesting option too, if keeping your legs really squeezed together is proving difficult to move. So just like putting them out like an inch or two, and then you have a little bit more room to rotate.
Yeah. And then you work towards getting them like closer together or something?
Yeah, I think so. So you can kind of cheat it a little bit.
Yeah, I think that helps to like illustrate sort of how that like little half turn happens.
Okay, well, let's start. Feel free to chime in if you have any questions. Otherwise, we'll get
Grab
started.
some socks if you have them handy, because already when I did the tendu to second, I was like, oh, my bare sticky feet. I can't do it properly. Get some socks if you have them, so you can do that, even that little tendu and that little rond de jambe in here.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, allongé, 5, 6, 7. Oh, sorry, you need to be in first position. 7, 8, demi, 1, 2, 3, 4, demi, 5, 6, 7, 8, grand plie 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, tendu second, demi 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, grand plie 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, round de jambe fourth, demi 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, grand plie 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, tendu fifth, demi 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, grand plie 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, plie susu, soutenu turn, close, tendu first, I'm going to scoot up, other side, 1, 2, 3, 4, allongé 5, 6, 7, 8, demi 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, grand plie 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, tendu second, demi 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, grand plie 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, round de jambe fourth, demi 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, grand plie 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, tendu fifth, demi 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, grand plie 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, plie, susu, soutenu, close, tendu first, and breathe.
Ooh, Anjali, I was channeling you to add in like the shouldering for the allongé, because I noticed when we were doing, I don't remember the name, the one that we were doing, you know, like the first version of the thing we were doing at the end.
Bakadava? I think
Probably, where like, you know, we reach out and then we reach in, and I was like, wow, it's so beautiful. It's like Anjali has this like lag as if like, I don't know, she's in sand, like her torso goes first and then her arm follows.
Oh.
I was like, that's the same for like allongé. And then Anita, you said at one point you were like, you have some like resistance. And I was like, that's the same way my ballet teachers explained it. Like you always pretend like you're moving through sand. It's like you choose the hardest way to do it and then make it easy. And that's like what makes dance so beautiful.
I'll have to bring that into my allongé.
I think it's the same kind of idea. I think. Would you guys
Yeah,
agree? Am I understanding it?
Yeah, I like the resistance word for it. Mm-hmm.
So how did the soutenu turn feel for everyone?
I think a little bit better than last week. Well, I'll say that one.
You know, I think just one thing when I go into the susu, is that the right way to say it?
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like maybe my toes aren't like as like coming as tight as yours are. Like I feel like there's some gap still. So I don't know if I'm like actually in fourth or maybe if it's fifth or not. But yeah, like I feel like that's the one thing I have to work on is I feel like I just naturally have like a bigger gap in between. So
yeah. And that's like what you were saying, Jackie, right? We're like, let it come out a little bit and that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Like let it come apart.
I think I tried
Yeah, I think
a little bit.
What was that, Anjali?
The suggestion you gave today, I think helped me a little bit. I was able to turn at least a little bit better. So
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I think we want to get like the movement down too, like that 'cause, I mean, really it is basically like doing one of these turns, you know, where you start with one leg in front and you turn around the other legs in front. So I think getting that movement in your body is really important. And then as you keep practicing, you'll get more and more, you know, rotated and up on your releve too, I think.
And I think that's why my ballet instructor described it using like the step, because I think it's like it's near impossible to do it where you just like, for a beginner, it's near impossible to do it like totally pulled together right away. So it's sort of like you need some kind of modification until you've had like years of ballet training. When you can bring it, you know, totally suck it together and pivot at the same time. Shall we do the next exercise then, the tendus?
Yeah, I was thinking, so tell me if you think this is a bad combination. So I'm thinking tendu 1, 2, dégagé 3, 4, battement tendu lent, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Uncross.
Ooh.
It'll be slow.
Fun.
Okay, so everyone, the combination for you, you can I might actually do it with my arm here. You do it with your arm on your hip or just out in second. So again, it's going to be battement tendu sans, 1, 2, battement tendu jeté or dégagé, 3, 4, and then we're going to do battement tendu lent, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll do that en croix, so we'll do it to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. To the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Because it's an odd number, you switch on that first one in your fifth position. So if you're coming from the front, you'll close back first and then keep switching. Coming from the back, you'll close front first and keep switching. Questions? Okay, get your quads ready to burn. Oh, and then, sorry, and then when we're done, we'll do a quick susu and we'll turn around to do the other side. So we can practice that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, allongé, 5, 6, 7, 8. Tendu 1, 2, dégagé 3, 4, battement tendu lent, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, dégagé 5, 6, battement tendu sans, 8. Side 1, 2, dégagé 3, 4, lent 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, dégagé 5, 6, tendu 7. Back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Side 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry. 5, 6, 7, 8. Plie susu and turn, plie and close. I'm sorry if I cut out. I got a few phone calls. All right, other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, allongé, 5, 6, 7, 8. Tendu 1, 2, dégagé 3, 4, up 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, side 1, 2, dégagé, 3, 4, slant, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, dégagé, 5, 6, tendu, 7, back, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, side 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, plie sous, new, and close.
That was like a time or like a mind warp for me. I'm so used to like going higher as you proceed that then to like
To go backwards.
to go back lower was like
It's like one of those really,
I think that stuff is good. What?
it's like one of those really cool pyramid workouts, but ballet.
It's so in.
Yeah, we're Insta famous. It's fine.
You ready to do Grand Battements then?
Yeah.
So exciting.
So I'll explain and then Kristen, you jump in. So Grand Battement, it basically means big beat. Battement means to beat, I'm pretty sure. So it's like a big one, right? So these were all little ones. This is the big one. And so what you're going to do is essentially it's like a combination between the battement tendu jeté and the battement tendu long. So what you're going to do is you sort of you're going to throw your leg up kind of as high as you can, and then you slowly control it down. So the accent is a quick up and a slow down. Even I guess so if you're doing like a 2 count one, right? It kind of looks the same, but if you were doing like an 8 count grand battement, which I won't make you do, but it would be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you're throwing it up as high as you can go and then sort of controlling it down. It's really important when you're doing it that you're keeping everything still in alignment. I'm like seeing myself on the camera doing this wrong because I haven't done it in a long time. You want to keep this bottom leg straight and make sure your hips are still square. So you want to, like you're doing the battement tendu, you're only bringing it as high as you can do with the proper technique. So that might mean that your leg doesn't go above 90 degrees. That's okay, as long as you're doing it with proper technique. Trying to think what else to think of. Another common thing you run into, especially with these grand battements, because you're like kicking the leg up, it's really easy to sort of crunch. You don't want to crunch your upper body. You want to keep it up straight. So no matter what is going on down here, this is all staying the same. And then I think kind of my little like trick of the trade to get the power to lift your leg. Yes, obviously your quads are going to do a lot of the work, but you don't want to think about lifting from your quads. You want the momentum to come from the balls of your feet. So as you're sliding through that tendu, you're like gathering strength, and it's when you're pushing off that's what's driving the movement. And you should feel like the movement is coming all the way through your leg, underneath almost, not lifting from your quad. So that's kind of how I think about it. It's like it's coming, like it's coming down and out almost with the energy. So that's how I think about it, and really pushing with your toes to lift it up. So that's kind of grand battement. So you do it to the front, you do it to the side, and you do it in arabesque. So it's exactly like the battement tendu long, that exact position, just faster. Kristen, anything to add?
I don't think so. I was gonna say the same thing as you, that like you can get a lot of push through like the very end of the tendu, like with your toe on the ground. And that's why it's so important with every tendu. You're practicing like you know, when we talked about like your foot doesn't want to leave the floor and then it wants to come back on the floor, it's in that movement that you get the like snap to get your leg up for the grand battement. Yeah. And when I think of my quad, I mean, you know, I'm no doctor or anything, but I kind of think of that like big outer muscle. And I mean, should it ever really burn there? I feel like if it's gonna burn somewhere, it should burn on like the inside of your thigh. Would you agree?
I mean, I feel like because my quads are so strong, they like to help out in every position possible, even when it's not wanted. But you like, I really think about the movement and power coming from your foot first. Like that's really the thing. It's that showing off this imaginary jewel on the inside of your foot that's driving the motion, and that sort of rotation, and like think about just twisting that leg open as much as possible. So it should almost be like your inner thighs lifting, but I will say like my quad feels it. But you should really be imagining the strength coming from your glutes, from your hamstrings, from your inner thigh as well.
Yeah. Yeah, and then that air, oh, sorry, you go.
I was just gonna say, when you think about, if you think about too much about just like lifting the leg and you really do it from the quad, what you run into is that your leg turns in. Yep. And it gets really bad on the side, because then you kind of even can start lifting your hip. So you do really want that coming from that inner thigh up.
Yeah, and then that arabesque, it's the same idea that the torso doesn't push forward until you've gone past 45 degrees. So I think when we are doing it fast, it's really easy to like let that torso come forward early. And we really want it to come like forward and backward with every single lift.
Yeah.
See how she's like to straight every single time.
Yeah, it's easy to kind of preempt it. I mean, I was very guilty of this when I was younger, but it's really easy to like, yep. But then it turns into like a body roll, which is like maybe a cool contemporary move, but not for ballet class. So again, like letting that leg drive you forward.
Let's try it. Can we try it and I'll watch?
Yeah, so let's everyone come in, let's do it in first position, just so that we can kind of be a little bit less worried about our kind of positioning. So let's do it in first, and we'll just do, I want to do maybe 2 4-count grand battements en croix, so front, side, back side. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, side 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, side 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You might have noticed I'm like switching angles. Don't switch angles at home. I'm just doing it so you can see better.
For the
so
camera.
If you notice that it's not an extra move you have to do, I'm doing it so you can see me better.
And we wouldn't normally, if we had like a normal studio with bars and everything, we wouldn't
right.
with every side be like switching the angle of our body.
Right. Any questions before we just jump in? Okay, let's go. All right, everyone ready?
What's the frown for, Divya?
I have so many questions, but obviously I have so many classes, so I can't.
Well, you can still ask them.
Yeah, because the goal of this class is that it's something people can jump into. So
it looks very effortless. I gotta.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can even make to 90 degrees.
Exactly. I just do it and I watch Jackie and I feel like I'm doing it. So feels good.
Wait, Jackie, can you do it and just do it to like, I don't know, like 55 degrees or something?
Yeah.
Like just so they can see what like maybe a more realistic. Yeah.
And then to the side, right?
Mm,
Yeah. Did that look more attainable?
yes. But I love when Jackie does it super high.
You'll work up to that.
It's very motivating, yeah.
All right, everyone ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, allongé, 5, 6, 7, 8, up, 1, 2, 3, 4, up, 5, 6, 7, side, up, 1, 2, 3, 4, up, 5, 6, 7, back, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and breathe.
That looked really good, everyone.
Question, are you bending to when you lift your leg, you're straight, right? You're not bending your body at all.
No, everything is straight. Other than when you're doing the arabesque, you do come forward a little bit,
All right.
but everything else should be straight.
You know, it's harder to control on the way back down than I thought.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Any tips? I feel like my foot was just like a spring, like it was ready to come back down.
My dance teacher said almost think about your foot is like going over a hill on the way back down. Like as if there's like resistance, like as if your foot's a magnet and there's a magnet like the same, you know when magnets don't attract, like when they repel each other? Like imagine your toe and the floor are that situation where you like have to like push your foot down to like get it onto the floor.
Okay, thank you.
It's a lot of imagery, but maybe that helps.
And I think, yeah, the going over a hill, and I think even just like the, like if someone had like a string on your toe or something, right? And they're pulling it out. So you think about like that kind of going over a hill, because this actually is a preparatory for doing like a leap, right? So you think about the foot kind of going out to bring you down. That's kind of that going over a hill imagery that Kristen gave.
I was going to say, is this kind of the same concept as, is it the jeté? Is that the correct one? So you're the only difference is now you're going higher as you work on it, and then you're bringing it back down slowly. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay, let's do the left side, and then I think we're at 8 o'clock already.
Yeah,
Time flies.
it really does. I think we started a couple minutes late, so it's okay.
All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, allongé, 5, 6, 7, 8, up, 1, 2, 3, 4, up, 5, 6, 7, side, up, 1, 2, 3, 4, up, 5, 6, 7, back, up, 1, 2, 3, 4, up, 5, 6, 7, 8, side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and breathe.
I thought that looked really, really good. Yeah.
I'm so proud of everyone.
Yeah. Could you see them at all, Jackie? You have a really small screen, right? So you can't really.
I do, but I put it to gallery view so I can watch.
Yeah, but it's just a phone, right? You're just on a phone.
Yeah, I'm on my iPhone.
Yeah, so it's super tiny. It looked really good. And then as you just get better and better, you'll be able to do like all of the million things that we're talking about, like keep your torso fully upright and keep your knee fully straight and like point your toe as hard as you can. And all of those things.
Happy birthday, Jackie.
Thank you.
I guess, we should finish up with reverence, right? Because it's 8 o'clock.
Yeah. Yep, let's do reverence. Everyone stand on your left foot, right foot behind. And we will step across and curtsy and across and curtsy. And then we'll do the bow, step across, bow, across, bow. Yay!
Any final questions or announcements?
That was awesome. Thank you.
I don't think any questions.
Announcements do we have for SAATH?
Vivian, do you want to do announcements for us?
Yeah, you do announcements.
So there is workout classes happening every Sunday morning
Yes.
at 10:30. So 10:30 to 11:30, join us. We're trying to do some conditioning sessions so that we can get fit for our performance coming up in, I don't know when, but time this year, hopefully. And then there is the 30-day yoga videos are all up, so you can go and do your 10-minute yoga every day. Other than that, we have another script writing session, workshop coming up, and that is for film this time, not for theater. So that's going to be something different to look forward to. That's going to be taught by Erin, and we'll be starting in April. And if you want to be a part of our dance team, just send us an email, reach out to us, because we'll be having rehearsals soon. That's it.
On that, I also recommend the 30-day yoga. It's over, but I still like doing them.
Me too, man. I need it.
Yeah, they're a good amount of time too, because sometimes if I want more than 10 minutes, I do 2 or 3 of them.
It's easy to trick yourself into doing it. Like, I can carve out 10 minutes today.
Yeah, exactly. Then it keeps on rolling.
Right.
Anything else? Any other announcements to share with the group? All right, everybody, see you guys next Wednesday, same time, 7 to 8 p.m. Central, United States time. All right. Happy birthday again.
Happy
to our
birthday,
instructor.
Everyone, thank you. So happy to be with you all on my birthday.
Okay.
Thank you.
Doing grandpamas, no less.
Right?
Also, sorry, Jackie, I realized that entire end part you were still spotlighting. So
I saw myself, I'm like, I
Sorry.
better keep smiling.
The birthday girl special.
yeah.